This video demonstrates the creation of a new column in a list in a v4.x Oregon.gov SharePoint site authoring environment. The process to create a new column in previous versions of Oregon.gov sites is significantly similar to what is shown here. To create a new column in a list in SharePoint, log into your agency authoring site and browse to and open the list that the column is to be added to. While viewing the list, activate the List tab in the ribbon. Click List Settings. Using the Columns section of the page, click Create Column. This will open the column creation screen. Give the column an appropriate name and choose the appropriate type. The types of columns are reviewed in a moment. Enter a description if desired. Set the various column settings. Each column type has its own set of settings, so this will vary according to your needs. 5 settings are common to multiple column types. Required. If a column is set as required, a list item cannot be created if the column value is left empty. Enforce unique values. This setting disallows multiple list items from sharing a value. This might be used for sorting list items. Default value. Various columns offer a default value to be set. The default value is automatically entered in most cases and will remain unless the column value is changed. Add to default view. Adds the column to the All Items view of the list. Columns not included in the default view may still be included in user-created views of the list. Column validation. Some column types can be validated so that only entries conforming to certain criteria will be accepted. Column validation is not required. Once the settings have been set, click OK, and the column has been created and is available to enter data into for new and existing list items. Single line of text. The maximum number of characters may be set up to 255. Multiple lines of text. Number of lines for editing sets the apparent size of the entry field. This is not a constraint on the number of lines of text that may be entered. Type of text determines the type of content that may be entered in the column. Append changes to existing text. This is not typically used as it requires versioning to be enabled on the list. Very specific circumstances may warrant it. Choice. Individual choices may be entered. The display type is chosen, and checkboxes allow multiple choices. Fill-in choices may be allowed. Number. The minimum and maximum values may be set. A decimal place limiter may be set, and the number entered may be expressed as a percentage. Currency. Minimum and maximum values may be set, and the decimal place limiter may be set, and the currency format may be set. Date and time. The format to be displayed may be set. Lookup. Automatically enters data based on values in other columns of other lists in the current sub-site. The settings here tell the column where to find its data by list, column, and additional columns. The relationship can be set to allow or disallow deletions in other lists to affect data in this column. Yes, No. This provides a simple checkbox that can be used as a toggle switch to filter views by. Person or group. This is not used, as sites are anonymous access, and any reference to the information behind the authorization, like user information, would cause a login prompt that would only confuse public viewers. Hyperlink or picture. Set the column to be expressed as a URL, or link, or as a visual component, an image. Calculated column. Requires that a formula is entered and the expected return data type is set. Formulas can range from simply choosing a column to be shown to some very complicated and fancy operations. Specific need will drive the use and configuration of this column type. External content. This is not used. This requires business connectivity services, which are not available in the Oregon.gov instance. reCAPTCHA for SharePoint is not used since our form builder is a custom solution and not the out-of-the-box SharePoint form tool. Managed metadata. Not used in the Oregon.gov instance. Some column types can be changed to a narrow set of other types after the column is created. Other types must be deleted and recreated, so it is best to carefully consider the type needed or do some experimentation with various types and small sets of data before committing to large numbers of list items. Thank you for watching.